really solid tier 2 team. They could pretty much beat or at least compete against a lot of these tier 2 opponents, like the likes of Saw and Movistar Riders, Koi, etc. Like these teams that go 2-1, 2-0 score lines against them. And I think with this roster change, hopefully that's the next like push in the back to getting that time of beating these tier 1 opponents like Monty, etc. But I mean, only time will tell.
Alright, well, let's see what the first map has in store for us. It is Inferno. Didn't even get chance to get to the veto. Nick, you and I just rambling on there. As you guys can see, Inferno, the first pick is the pick of ex-ENEIDA. After this, we go to Mirage, and then the decider would be Overpass. So strap yourselves in, ladies and gents. Pistol round is live.
Oh, and I mean, there we go. Deko is the first man in the grave for the series. The flash comes in. Julius from Norwi gets the one. Swings out, gets the second, but eventually Munch takes his head out. Now they know Lucky's towards the bomb site, and Polbandana has just been showed over towards A. Kenzi's going to open things up as well. Now it's Lucky against the world. 1 versus 2 as they're running in. Can he keep the fend off the terrorist? No, he can't. 2v2 coming into the post plant.
Yeah, no kit in play here for the CT side, so time of the essence. Belchnock hasn't spotted a single player or fired off a single bullet just yet. He's going to come into contact with both of them. Nice first frag found. Buria, does he want to step?
Oh.
Absolutely, but he steps straight into the crosshair, and that's a clean shot coming through from the recent addition. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's been official word on Belchnock joining Aurora. As far as I can tell, he's trialing for the team because he has played quite a few games for Aurora, but I don't think that there's anything official just yet.
No, I mean, if it's not on actual TV, then it's not official, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. It's like when you used to date a girl, if it wasn't on Facebook, then it wasn't real, man.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's interesting coming into this because after the Fours game, they lost 2-0 Aurora, 13-9, 39. And the only player to go positive was Deko. Lucky was 21 for 31 across the series, so now we're going to see what players can step up. I mean, Deko, as I said, only player positive, so who's now going to step up to the plate against the weaker opponents of ex-ENEIDA who can perform?
Alright, well, that's what the T-side have in store for us here. Khalil's across the board, Bar Soltovsky, that's an IGL if I've ever seen one. Tech 9 and Utility. Nick, you know what that life is about, right?
Amen. Amen.
Someone has to do it.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that I like the Shroud is they haven't shown that they've bought, right? They've kept it quiet.
Yeah, true.
Not sprayed any smokes. Now they know. Now Deko's saying to his teammates, they have Galils, they're forced into the Shroud. Now they need to be a little bit more apprehensive to make these sort of pushing plays. And it does look like the A bomb site is going to come under question. 2 towards the site, or rather 1 towards the site, 1 pit and 1 towards the small pit position. First contact's Kenzie, and he gets dinked down, but he's still alive and kicking.
Ooh, looking twitchy right now. And he kind of gets left high and dry, or maybe left himself overexposed there. Gets peeked from apartments. Lots of pressure being applied onto this A bomb site right now. 1 player coming out of apps, 1 from short, wrapping around arches as well. Time ticking away. ex-ENEIDA leaving this one fairly late right now. Second wave of utility starts to rain in, and that's what they're going to use to try and get into the bomb site.
Oh, Belchnock in the pit, he gets 2, and Deko's got 1 on the site, and then going to peer towards the motor smoke and get the next. And very, very, very solid hold coming out from the side of Aurora. Open things up at the start, and then able to close things down at the end. That's the force by the storm has been weathered, and now Aurora looking at 3 on the board possibly to start things off on Inferno.
Yeah, really good hold coming through from Belchnock in towards pit, man. Makes it look easy as well. I mean, even just the cherry on top with the Julie's kill at range there. Good composure from Aurora on that A bomb site as well. There was a lot of pressure being applied, a lot of different things to try and deal with, but made it look easy. And now they want to force the issue. Kenzie, you're dealing with Eagles, mate. You got to proceed with caution, but never mind. That's not in his repertoire.
What caution?
Yeah, not necessary apparently.
How many does he get you, Polbandana? I wonder.
0.
I'm going to say 1. No.
Yeah. So the scoreline 1-1 there, Nick, on our little tally.
Yeah.
You know, okay, fair enough. That's cool. I can take that. 2-0, 3-0 now, I suppose, for Aurora. Nice start to them coming through on Inferno, their opponent's pick. I mean, Inferno actually used to be one of their incredibly dominant maps. I think they have kind of fallen off in recent times a bit more, but it's a map that Aurora are generally quite comfortable on.
Yeah, I think looking at the veto, I think you wouldn't be surprised if they traded map picks with one another. Aurora could have picked this map, ex-ENEIDA could have picked this map, and obviously we see ex-ENEIDA take it out. And Inferno is one of those maps, especially in the update. It's changed stylistically a little bit from how it was in Go. The fact that Banana, the way you play around the smokes is a little bit differently because you can HE the smokes open. The way you smoke top mid at the start of the round, it plays a little bit differently because of how you can explode and breach all these smokes on a timing, and it makes it a lot more CT side than what it is before. But the T's are still able to get a couple of these like free passes because of the new volumetric effect of the smokes. They then have a lot more power in that same respect. So you're going to see how things choose to move along, but Munch is going to get a double towards the B bomb site, and all of a sudden, ex-ENEIDA mean business, and that's the B bomb site vacant, and the first round on the board. If you're Aurora, you're saving.
Absolutely, job done, round over. You don't want anything to do with this if you are Aurora. Although, I mean, if they get this kill in towards middle, that could open things up, you know, because now the bomb hasn't been planted. There's time all of a sudden for them to play with.
One guy's in the red.
On both sides.
Yeah, exactly. This now becomes difficult. How are you going to choose to play this? Send the low HP player first or the high HP player first? They send the high HP player first, and that's the call. I would have been a little bit more of a fan send the low HP player. See how that goes afterwards, but ex-ENEIDA are going to lock things in. First couple duels are going to go their way, and Munch, what a firing round coming out from him. Double entry frag towards the B-bomb site. Trying to do some damage as Kenzie, but nothing going to go his way, and fairly comprehensive round, considering it was essentially two kills that they just gave away towards Aurora in the mid-round after they were about to plant the bomb on B. So even though it was only 3 alive, very comprehensive coming out from ex-ENEIDA into this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Important. How do you say this? It's not Bayern 9, it's
I say Buria.
Buria, okay.
I think,
okay.
Yeah, I used to cast quite a few of his games when they were still playing under Ikla, and used to call him like Bayern 9 or... Yeah, there was many variations we would use, and then I think somebody educated us, and so...
Okay.
I could still be totally butchering it though, man, so... Just say something with enough confidence, and then people believe you.
Amen. Deko holding the top banana with AWP. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah, that's... Doesn't matter how much confidence you have on that one, Nick. I'm not gonna let that fly. There's going to be some contact in towards Banana here, though. Quite a few of the T players have been able to make their way through. Yeah, the molly collides with Norwi, and that means it's ineffective, and it would have actually done quite a lot of work. And Deko, well, I don't think that's the first time Munch has ripped his head off.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. And now Norwi towards the first box. So is he able to get a double? He's able to get one, drop down, throw the flashbang. I would assume it comes in from a teammate. He's able to double up and flash pool to try and get the third. The Molly's going to try fade. He can fade away towards family. But in the meantime, Lucky's pushed the smoke. He's got another. Norwi's reloading now. He's getting pushed. The issue, not able to get another. And just like that, it's a 2v2 in the post plant now. Your ex-ENEIDA plant the bomb as soon as possible and see how you can play around this. But HE is going to dissipate the smoke. Not going to see anything is Belchanok in the 2v2 post plant. Full kit on the side of Kenzie to flush out some of these positions.
Yeah, one player coming through from Banana. 2 smokes and an HE. Molly is going to be doing work. Belchanok, he's been the one who's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Yeah, I don't think there's any time though. That's the big problem. Soltovsky looking to molly the bomb. They haven't realized where the mollies actually come from. And that's certainly round over. Just about the kills at this point. Soltovsky's not even going to mind if he dies or not. Kenzie wins the battle, but ex-ENEIDA win the war.
Yeah, that's exactly that. And it has to come down towards that fluff banana take, right? Like, I can't remember who it was, whether it was Norwi or someone who jumped in front of the Molo. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm throwing someone under the bus unfairly. But jumping in front of that Molo meant they weren't able to flush out some of those positions towards Banana, let alone peek it, because it hitting the teammates and falling towards the top of the car. And now, as the AWPer, you want to stay there. You've thrown two belts of utility. You want to stay there until you can get that info. And Munch is going to open things up again. Last round, he had a double entry frag. This round, very important entry frag to set the round up for an ex-ENEIDA win again. Now they're just going to eco into this Aurora, but they do have the safe AWP. So how they're going to play around it, boost towards the half wall, is going to open things up.
That's so Deko asserting himself. And if something doesn't work in the previous round, he's not afraid to double down and try it again. He's an important factor in this round, of course, as well for Aurora. I mean, he's the pretty much the only notable weapon for them to work with. And, well, let's see how he moves himself across the map, because, well, the thinking here from Deko is, okay, I've got to kill him in towards Banana. The T side are going to expect that AWP to be on the B bomb side. I need to now go A and try and stay one step ahead of the game. But ex-ENEIDA, they're the ones who are ahead of the game right now.
Ooh, they don't throw the new smoke. There's a smoke that lands on the boost, then bleeds down with the new volumetric effect. My goodness, I'm a rapper at this stage. They're not going to throw it to Norwi. He's going to have free vision towards the bomb site, but they spot him on the boost. Dropped yet again. Now try to get some kills through. What the hell happened there? This round, I don't think there's any way Aurora are going to win it unless there's some crazy kills through smoke, just doing some damage. And even though deko got the opening kill, I don't blame Aurora for not losing a round like this. You just have an MP9, an AWP, and a couple USPs, so you can argue that maybe they should have pushed A earlier, especially if they're rotating that AWP over as a little bit of a bait. You push the guy apps, if the guy apps dies, the AWP's rotating in already at that timing. So maybe it would have been a better way to play around that, but that's like picking and choosing, you know, there's not really too much to critique about that. And ex-ENEIDA level up the scoreline. They started out 0-3 and they're bringing it back to 3-all. The AWP mainly has been dropped in the previous round from that hunt, so it's just going to be 5 rifles up on the side of Aurora. And Soltovsky was able to retrieve the AWP on the other side of the server. So full gun round from either side.
Yeah, leveled up scoreline. This round's for the lead, and if ex-ENEIDA can make it work, then they're going to reset Aurora's economy as well. Aurora continues to force the issue towards Banana. Munch is going to phase through the smoke on a good timing. However, he will be traded.
3 opening kills, at least.
Yeah, that's true. He's doing work. 8 kills to his name in total.
Another player has 8 kills with Balchanok. He's just going to stay at 8 for now. Maybe they're going to overlook deko towards the long area now. He's not even smoked off, but he is mollowed. Can't peek behind that, but another T coming around the corner. Is he even going to look at it? He's got no head armor, so it's going to be pretty much an insta-kill if that happens. Oh, now he's even looking away. Now you got to push the issue. There it is. There's the kill coming through. Now Aurora, you save again. Yeah, no point in trying to stick around and try to save the 2 M4s into the next.
Classical Inferno. This is how it goes. And you know what, Kenzie could be in a lot of trouble here as well with the Mac 10. No, he's going to clear his corner, but that doesn't mean he's going to get the kill. Man, this Mac 10 punishing Aurora Gaming right now. 2 kills coming through. That's a lot of money, and he gets to upgrade into the rifle. Aurora falling off a little bit here, Nick. I mean, remember, like I said, didn't get to qualify for the major. Melbourne happens fairly soon after the major. They don't qualify for that either. They're going to have a fairly empty calendar, or at least a lot more online games in the next few weeks and months.
Yeah, I'm looking at their results for the RMR closed qualifier. A 13-10 loss to ICLA, which obviously the new ICLA lineup with Lekro, Kvem, Adex, Mihu. But then a 2-0 loss to Fours again, which is already the fate they faced in the upper brackets of this tournament. So seems like it's a whole bunch of the same stuff coming out from Aurora. It's been a while since they've won a best of 3 besides that win against Bait earlier. 2-1 loss to Monty, 2-0 loss to Fours. A couple best of 1 wins against the ex-ENEIDA boys themselves. It makes me question as to what's going to be Aurora's strength in this. Is their strength their map pool? Is their strength their individuals? Or are we expecting if Aurora lose this map, are they going to just take a 2-1? Do ex-ENEIDA have pitfalls in the map pool sort of perspective? So I'm questioning what the win conditions are, because it's easy just to say, yeah, it's deko. If he plays well, it will be an easy win. Where, yes, there's elements of that are true, but from a tactical perspective, where are Aurora going to see themselves as better than the ex-ENEIDA side? Because right now, it looks like the gun rounds have been all ex-ENEIDA.
Yeah, it's a good point. Early days yet, but ex-ENEIDA have had a really good handlehold on the game so far. Pretty much dealing with everything Aurora's been able to throw at them. So what other gears do Aurora have to shift into here? It is just a half buy coming through for the CT side, carried through AK to work with as well. Can't discount this round entirely for the CT side. I mean, there's some careful sprinkles in with his upgraded pistol. But as time ticks on, body starts to the floor, and they should get overwhelmed as they do.
Or maybe Norwi gets overlooked though. There's a chance. First player is the Flying Dutchman. He gets taken down. Second player, headshot angle, not able to get it. Polbandana going to make sure he wraps that up. And again, Lucky saving the gun. One thing that everyone hoped would change with MR13 going into CS2, especially with Inferno, is the the frequency of saving, and this isn't the best round to bring it up on. Obviously, 30
Yeah,
HP eco
naturally.
round AK, but it's just a talking point where people were hoping, yeah, less rounds on CT side, you're more incentivized to make these retakes happen. Where I think I've got a solution. I think the CTs should have a larger money bonus for defusing the bomb, and I think it should be substantial, especially for the person defusing the bomb. I think it will incentivize a lot more 1v2 or 1v3 attempts. Maybe if you make it $1,200 or $1,300, something that much, I think is very important, because obviously the T's get 800 for planting the bomb, right?
Yeah.
But for the CTs, there's no real incentive for defusing the bomb. Whereas if you start to increase that, then maybe it's like, hey guys, we'll have this gamble in the 2v3 retake, because defusing the bomb will be able to drop my teammates an MP9 in the next round. So it's basically like the equivalent of winning a round and a half. I think that's a way in which maybe CS can reevaluate the CT economy, because the saving meta is going to stay the same, especially on Inferno. You die one guy towards B, you're saving 4v5, and as a viewer, you don't really want to see something like that all the time.
Lots of different options out there, different thoughts as to how to try and combat the issue.
Oh,
yeah, that smoke gets cleared out there. Deko almost gets caught off guard. Lots of nades coming through right now to clear out all the smokes, but nobody left exposed. kensizor will find the opening onto Kenzi, and that's just... Okay, maybe not round over just yet. There is still some presence in the same bomb site for the CT side.
Nice
Deko has
shots.
to do work. Yeah, lovely flick coming through from him there to get the kill. But that's just leveled it back into an even numbers game.
But the problem for Aurora is the fact there's 3 1v1s across the map, and it depends who wins their ones. Oh, Belchanox is going to win his, and the flash comes through, and he's going to be none the wiser. But there's an AWP versus AWP battle coming in, but he's just left the line. Now, Deko's going to walk in. Polbandana's phasing an app smoke, rather. In the meantime, Deko has no idea there's 2 Ts just towards his left, and just as I say that, he's switched his gaze towards the app's position, reposition also towards pit. Some quick scope action, no doubt.
Yeah, he certainly is going to have to do a job here. I mean, there's some support in the way of Belchanox in towards library. Biding his time, he's going to get mollied out into the open, but he still connects on the shot. He was always going to die, so the fact that he finds a kill before he does is fantastic. Saltovsky hoping to come to apartments. He will spot Belchanox, and you know what? I actually think he got a shot off there. Thankfully for Belchanox, it just narrowly misses out. So Aurora bring an end to that streak. 5 rounds in a row for ex-ENEIDA. Aurora able to get one back. And the money doesn't look fantastic on the T side either. In fact, it looks like they're just going to level out the cash coming into the next one.
I think that's exactly why they've just called the tactical timeout. Just have a bit more of a discussion as to how they're going to manage the funds on the side of ex-ENEIDA. I'm just having a look again at Aurora's previous matchups, and they had a 2-0 win against Bait. But Belchanox went +1, Lackey and Deko went +16 and +14, and a 2-1 loss against Monty, where Deko and Belchanox were the 2 players to look out for there, as well as Lackey, again, going positive. So it seems like the 3 players that we got to look out for on the side of Aurora are going to be Deko, Belchanox, and Kenzie, and Lackey, I guess. All 4.
Yeah.
Belchanox worth his weight in gold so far, but I'm trying to think of the important kills he's got on gun rounds, and I'm falling short a little bit. Obviously, there was that one in the previous round, but I'm fairly sure he was on that MP9 on that 4th round or 5th round, 8 and 3. So I wonder how many of those are eco round kills, how many of those are pistol round kills, etc. So going to see if Belchanox can keep up the good form.
And Nick is keeping the receipts here, guys. You're not getting away from him just on the stats alone. We want effective frags here, baby. That's all we're counting. Alright, big round coming through. They have decided to invest. Big damage done early on. Nothing fatal just yet. Belchanox going to cross paths with Polbandana once again. Galil versus M4 up close and personal. This has to be Belchanox's kill, man, every day of the week. Polbandana on the brink, on the cusp, on the precipice. And you know what, Nick? We're going to get blue balled.
Yeah, exactly. He's just going to smoke it off to make it even worse. Oh, never mind. Cheers, but
yeah, cracked open, and he wants to try and move fast afterwards. I do appreciate the initiative from Polbandana. There goes with the footsteps.
Whoa, what?
We caught it just in time. Buria playing some trigger discipline, and then the spidey senses tingled. Nick.
Oh no! And now the money's.
I don't even know if that's really a situation where it's worth playing trigger discipline. I guess maybe if he walks past you, you can get B for free, perhaps, but. Oh man, Soltovsky, surely a dead man here. Deko up close and personal, steps up, finishes off the job. Aurora level it up.
What a round coming in from Deko. Now, this game is properly ebbed and flowed. Aurora have had their go, ex-ENEIDA have had their go, and it looks like Aurora have found them out a little bit. We spoke like a couple rounds ago, 3-4 rounds ago. Munch was getting a double opening, single opening towards the B-bomb side. I think he had 3 rounds in a row where he got those opening frags. And now he's been a little bit quiet the previous round. Maybe the B players are starting to get the number of the side of ex-ENEIDA. I love this double smoke play that they're playing around in these defaults, though. This bottom mid smoke is very frequently getting thrown. It allows for a lot of things that the T's have to worry about. Push down mid, push down towards to peak second mid, all these different things. And the way it's often countered is you smoke towards the top of mid, towards the top of brackets, which ex-ENEIDA are also doing that. And again, oh my goodness, I'm just trying to ramble on about the different smokes that are getting thrown. And with the new volumetric effects, you can smoke top of mid, it will smoke both sides. Super fluffy, able to play around it. And see how Kenzie chooses player on this. He doesn't even hear the player towards his left.
Why
Put on the audio.
Yeah, true, but I mean, these positions that are being taken up are so peculiar. Belchenok trying to backtrack. Now it means it's 2 versus 3. There's an AWP in play for Soltovsky as well. This is advantage T side every day of the week. AWP gonna assume the angle.
How are you gonna get out here? You can't get out.
No, man. I'm just wondering why they're taking up those positions against the pistols. You know, playing around the fringes of the smokes like that, you're really just playing into the strengths of the pistols and you're giving them a chance. It's just, isn't that one of those things that's a part of the game, is discipline, right? That's where the human factor comes into a game like Counter-Strike, discipline. I mean, these guys are storied professionals. Some of the best players of the game, you know, in terms of the millions of people who played in the world, and even they sometimes just in a, you know, casual anti-eco round don't have that discipline, and it can be so costly.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we frequently speak about on CS that you work hard for these eco rounds, and winning / losing one sets you up really nicely. Stiko often speaks about like winning an anti or losing an anti-eco, and obviously on the flip side, winning an eco round. It turns the whole tail of the half. You've now, the economy from the team that's just lost the anti-eco is destroyed. Like even now, we've got like 4 smokes on the side of Aurora since the start of the round. We've got 2 molos and the rest is flashbangs and HEs just because of 1 round loss. It looks like they're going to push the issue, and then Soltovsky's just been taking down Belchenok through the smoke. Munch has opened things up again. 3v4 in the blink of an eye, 15 seconds gone, and a third of the server's already been dropped.
Yeah, big problem here for Aurora, especially considering the fact they started this map, what, 3-0 up. Staring down the brink of a 5-7 halftime scoreline. There's nobody over towards the B bomb site here, Nick. Aurora have completely rolled the dice. Everyone's rotated over towards A. Buria slowly heading in towards Banana. It's why Deko's pushing right now. He knows that they can't afford to just sit by idly on A, right? They have to try get some info. Have to get an idea of what's going on here.
But they heard those nades and they've taken it. They've taken the bait, hook, line, and sinker. So they've got 1 guy towards the lane position, 2 guys towards B, and maybe they're going to hedge their bets. Maybe it's going to be right. I think if you're Norwi, maybe it's best not to mollo there, but I guess you can see the argument with buying time for the rotation for Deko. Try get in front of these smokes. Super slow coming out, and Norwi might get a couple frags playing around the fringe of the smoke. Peeks out. Able to get the first. Missed AWP shot. This might be their route back into this round, Aurora.
Yeah, unfortunately, Polbandana's decided against pushing up middle in towards A. I thought he might try and play the lurk role on the opposite side of the map and get information, then realize there was no presence on that side of the map, but decides instead he doubles back and he tries to join up with his teammates, and he's going to get cut down as well. We're going to throw this one to a break. Come back, second half of Inferno.
weak and old. I carry you, you brighten my soul, making me glow. I carry you wherever I go. I can see your face in a crowd of millions. No one can take your place. The only one that can guide me through the maze. You're my favorite song on the radio. All of me, my spirit and halo. You're my comfort, my rhythm and blues. You're the headlines in the morning news. I carry you. I carry you wherever I go. You're in my heart till I'm weak and old.
Okay, into the second half we go here. ex-ENEIDA fighting pretty impressively there, I'd say, in that first half. It looked like Aurora, yeah, they got up to a roaring start, went up 3-0, but ex-ENEIDA meant business when they got to the gun rounds. What are your expectations going into the second half here, Nick?
I think I'm excited, first of all, just because I think both teams have shown their prowess in their different little stages in the first half. I think Aurora has showed, maybe post the 6th or 7th round, that they're able to comprehensively win these gun rounds. Whether that's due to individual brilliance, like with Deko's 3-man AWP hold towards A, or whether that's tactically playing the map pretty well. But then the same can then be said about ex-ENEIDA. Like, again, the entry frags towards B that started off their triumph on the T side was because of Munch and because of Soltovsky and stuff like that, where it's proving again that we have like 10 perfectly capable players on the server. So
Yeah.
my expectations are pretty high in terms of the level of CS we're going to see. I don't think any of these teams is going to roll over. I don't think it's going to be a slouch for the other one. So I'm excited. I think we're seeing close to 24 rounds, if not more.
I think that's a fair assessment. I think we're going to have a hotly contested affair here, especially when you add to the fact that this is lives on the line Counter-Strike. The loser of this match is going to be eliminated and out of contention for ESL Challenger Melbourne. Let's see what the second half pistol round has in store for us. Bit of utility bought up on the T side. A couple
That makes you
flashes of
happy?
smoke. Yeah, I'd like to see a bit more than that, to be fair. And some information being taken here by Polbandana. You don't continue to take this fight normally, Nick, but he plays by his own rules.
I mean, I guess he's just saying, yeah, peek me long range with the Glock. Even though he got headshot through the wall, he was still happy to take it, and that's not going to slow down Aurora's push towards the say bomb side. However, when they've taken B in the meantime, great shot, putting Lackey in the grave, and 5v3 looks like it's got ex-ENEIDA written all over it, right? Looks like they're trading pistols across this game.
Really good way for them to start their campaign in the second half as well, but let's see if it's going to come to fruition. Soltovsky's the next point of contact, and Kenzie keeps his teammates alive. This is going to be quite difficult because Kenzie saw, yeah, along with Polbandana, they could be in some trouble, but you know what? Norwi's making moves on the opposite side of the map. Kenzie, he's doing lifting right now, man. He's drawn so much attention, created so much space. Norwi, you have to, and he does. Deep smoke, no. Opts for the shallower smoke instead. It will guarantee them a bomb plant, but a slightly easier rotation now for ex-ENEIDA.
I guess his argument is he can flash backstage on a timing, or maybe even flash above family, or rather the new box position, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to flash above the coffee position backstage. Boom. Deko, they blind. Sun peek. Gets another. Polbandana also gets taken down, and a great recovery coming out from Aurora. 3v5. Norwi and Deko step up to the plate, with Kenzie also pulling his weight.
That's exactly what they needed, man. It's been pretty tough going for Aurora. At least it feels like. I mean, I know the scoreline's been leveled up until that point, but it just feels like it's been a pretty grindy few rounds for them. So, recovering a 3v5 pistol round is exactly what the doctor ordered.
No,
ex-ENEIDA going to go for the force buy, though. They've got the scout. Upgrade of pistols. Oh my, Soltovsky. This guy's pretty scary with the scout, man. He does a lot of damage normally.
Oh, there's the first tag. Body shot to a deagle, and he's gone, is Deko. Oh, step towards apps. That's not going to make Balchanok too happy. I don't mind an app popping around like this. Complexity is a team who leans into doing it quite a bit. Even though you're getting playing up close and personal with the pistols, I think with good flashbangs, you're able to do some really good damage. Even playing under balcony like Polbandana, one good flashbang and he's blind. It's free pickings for the Mac 10. Let's see if that is the case. He's out. Able to get the first. One player towards the site. He's also going to get tagged down. There we go. Great apps pop coming up from the side of Aurora. And now if you're Soltovsky, even though you're not going to buy in the next, you're saving the scouts and you're saving a couple of pistols going into the next round. Pretty good round coming out from Aurora.
Yeah, if you can get that first player out of apartments, then you know you're right as rain. Because you know he's pulling all the attention. He's pulled everybody's crosshair away from the entry, away from the door. And at that point, you can start to flood through. ex-ENEIDA going to opt for the save on 3 players, fair enough.
I don't even know why they're hunting. Oh, they're sending the Mac 10, I guess. Can't blame them. You don't really
He's
care
the
if you
IGL
lose
as well,
this.
Nick. He's lucky, so he can do whatever he wants, mate.
Exactly. Question is, does he get the kills? Does he take any away?
Oh, Munch. Oh, okay, yeah. Steps out there.
Would you rather keep the Mac 10 or keep the 5.7? Because you know for a fact your teammate's asking you for one of them.
That's a good question. T side or CT side?
CT side.
5.7.
Yeah, I would agree. One shot, headshot, close range.
Yeah. T side, I go with the Mac 10 over the 5.7.
That's fair.
Well, at least ex-ENEIDA do have a few pieces to work with coming into this next round, right? It is an eco for them, but you can't completely discount them.
Oh!
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's confidence right there. But I would really like a B exec call coming out, as long as they save one of the HEs for the smoke and towards the entrance. If you can do a B exec with the CT smoke, coffin smoke, new box mollo, you'd be pretty set up, especially with the new pathing that's allowed with the new volumetric CT smoke that covers the boost. You don't really have to worry about that too much, but it looks like they're just going to hedge their bets towards A, smoke towards that long position, probably smoke towards moto when they choose to come up. Maybe even use this just for Lackey to listen for some rotations. Looks like it is going to be an end towards that A-bomb site. Polbandana is in a pretty strong position if someone were to choose to come up. So if they come up
Yeah.
the lane position, I think he'll be pretty nowhere.
Yeah, he's going to be in a rough spot if they do end up wrapping around Archers. ex-ENEIDA, they're getting a lot of info. The 3 players have made their way down Banana, and they realize they don't have the luxury of time and just waiting around anymore. So they're going to start to skedaddle, making their way up Banana. Oh, Deko in a prime position, but he just hasn't realized at all. Getting flanked out right now. This is really awkward. All players are over on the side of the map, and there's lots of damage being done, but all of a sudden it's just Kenzie left remaining. The 3 players left alive here for the CT side barely make up 60 to 70 health between them, but they're alive and they're kicking.
Oh, they're kicking and screaming, to say the least. Great round coming out from ex-ENEIDA, and I think it just comes down to the indecision from Aurora, right? Like, Soltovsky got the opening kill with the scout, headshot towards second middle, great shot that was, and then a little bit of indecision towards what's going to happen towards B, towards A. All of a sudden, there's 3 people shooting a Lackey in the back of the head. And the round goes the way of ex-ENEIDA, and they're choosing to force back into this, but Soltovsky has got a big green instead of a little one like the previous, so I'm going to see how he plays around with that, see if you get any more opening frags.
Looks like Aurora just going to put all their eggs in one basket here. Not wasting any time, not faffing about, trying to get map control, trying to force rotations. They're just going to brute force their way in towards B bomb site. Buria nearly gets caught in rotation. That Incendiary is going to be late to the party. Can just smoke it off, although Lackey, he has taken so much damage, blinded up. He doesn't realize which way is up. It's going to cost him his life. Aurora committing to plan A here, and with good reason.
Oh, and Soltovsky's just been taking out deep CT through the smoke. They haven't been able to plant the bomb just yet, and Just like that, Deko gets taken down with a little help from Norwi, funnily enough. The HE dunks on his head. Problem is they have no re-smoke for the CT, nor one for the coffin. So how are they going to choose to play around this? They tap the bomb, waited for the peaks, and the first one comes in. Second one comes in as well, and now Aurora going to choose to push the issue. It looks like Kenzie is able to win the next gunfight, but they line up for Polbandana.
Oh my god, down to the 1v1. Belchenok left remaining, knows exactly where he is, but that does not matter. Polbandana has been pretty quiet throughout the map so far, but when they need him the most, he stands tall. Wonderful triple kill coming through from him. It felt inevitable when Belchenok was clearing out the angle that he was going to get the headshot, but not to be.
And another round goes awry for Aurora. They looked like they had it. 5v3 for a couple of seconds in that bomb site before that HE dunked down, and single man heroics from Polbandana, who does occupy the bottom of the scoreboard for ex-ENEIDA, but he played that round like he was feeling it. Nah, just a whole bunch of Glocks. A Zeus brought up by Belchenok. We'd love to see a Zeus kill going the way of Aurora, just for the spirit of the game. Don't know if that's even going to be the case. Oh, posting the same line next.
Go on. Oh, man.
I was excited.
It's like when you try to give somebody a fright, but you just jump out slightly too early, and then it's not effective at all.
You see, so I'm keeping scores, eh? He's 14 for 12, but
Okay.
5 of those are against Glocks. So he's 9 for 12 right now. You see,
And I feel like you should even get like minus a kill or two for
not keeping
farming
count of
most
the rest.
of your frags from ecos.
That's a fact. The HLTV rating is nothing unless it's put in context.
Yeah, well, thankfully there's no filter to figure out how effective a kill was, Nick, or how impactful a kill was, should I say.
Well, then so many people would be on fraud watch.
Yeah, that's true. Blame F. Being one of them.
I don't
Looks
want to
like they
say
just
it.
found us.
I don't want
They
to say
found
it.
one. Like they found fraud.
They
got
found the
outed.
filter.
Oh, goodness. Well, ex-ENEIDA are filtering Aurora out of Inferno
Oh.
right now. Opening kill coming through for them in towards Banana. They're leading 9-8 right now. No money in play for Aurora. If they lose, the 10-8 becomes 11-8. Would certainly be against the run of play if ex-ENEIDA were able to win this series. Imagine Aurora got eliminated from the qualifier without even winning a single series, Nick. That'd be a problem.
That would be depressing, to say the least. ex-ENEIDA look polished, though. Where they're playing these together, cheating numbers towards a different area of the map, making sure they're re-aggressing, getting kills, 2-for-1 trades. Now they're in the position they are. The Danger Man Munch has been dropped, who has a genuine 14 frags to his name. Now the low HP of Norwi, Deko and Belchenok left, and Belchenok is left towards zone devices towards A. Maybe throw some B nades, let Belchenok work, see if he can win a 1v1. That's exactly what's going to be the case. I'm just going to play slow, but a well-timed banana smoke means that they're just going to be stuck behind. The Mollos mean nothing, but he's going to get flashed through. Is Norwi. He's able to get one. Now Belchenok's going to try to work the timing, but there's no ways they're going to expect Soltovsky.
Yeah, great position taken up, and he'll be able to capitalize on it as well. Belchenok desperately
Oh, we
trying
got
to
him.
force the frag, and he will. While running, he gets the kill. He's got just enough time here, Nick. Plant going to come through. 1v1 Kenzie on the polar opposite side of the map to try and make the retake happen. He's concerned. He has no idea where Kenzie Saw's coming from right now.
Graveyard's the best spot to play every single time. Love it. Hold off angle towards N1, or rather lane. Look apps. Guys coming through Murder's not going to look at you. So Belchenok, his crosshair placement's good. Kenzie he's going to walk into his crosshair, and there we go. Great clutch coming through from Belchenok. Clinic. This is my PSA, my public service announcement. Guys, in a 1v1 on Inferno, just go graveyard. 9 out of 10 times you win the round. I promise you.
In that corner, right there.
Right there in that corner.
Yeah, because you know if they come through from library, there's a it's a pretty slim chance that they hard clear that corner, right?
Yeah. They're too worried about the angles towards sites, deep sites, playing
Thinking
towards
pit.
the first box, second box, pit, mini pit. They're worried about so many more
Exactly.
different issues. Even walking through there, an angle from apps you could be seen. Whereas when you're playing towards like N1 or rather lane, when you're walking up lane, you're looking sight, you're looking at off angle behind the first box, you're looking pit, you're looking towards the right side of pit, you're looking mini pits. I think it's just such a nice spot where maybe in a year's time everyone will be hard clearing it because everyone's playing 1vx clutches from there. But for the most part, it's super solid and great clutch coming out, and that pretty much puts Aurora back in the game, right? We were thinking maybe ex-ENEIDA are going to run away with it, but now Bolshanok said it with his chest out.
Look at the aggression, Nick. Oh my goodness, ex-ENEIDA looking to try and insert themselves at the start of the round, running it down middle.
Oh.
And they have just been run right over. This is why you're not supposed to cross the road when there's traffic, Nick.
Look left, look right,
And
kids.
my goodness. Yeah, left twice though before you cross. I mean, they just jumped in front of a bus there and got steamrolled. 2v5, and this is a really important round. I mean, it would have been a statement win from ex-ENEIDA, but you look at their money, it's a huge roll of the dice for them to approach it the way they did.
For sure. And considering how the first couple round, the fact that ex-ENEIDA won that eco/half buy round earlier in the half, I would have expected ex-ENEIDA would be the first team on double digits, but it looks like it's going to be Aurora with the long pass. Deko is going to take Munch. She's going to have him for dinner. Now Soltovsky just comes down to whether he saves the AWP. You know what? If I'm Aurora, it's fine if he saves the AWP. Build up that bank. Make sure everyone stays with 5 alive. Maybe even send one guy maximum. But otherwise, keep 5 alive. Build up that economy. Even though if you lose the next round, you're still able to reinvest. But now they know Soltovsky... Yeah, there's a decent chance he has an AWP. I'm actually not even sure if he's fired a shot this round, so maybe there's a question mark as whether there is an AWP up on the side of Soltovsky, but it's something that can definitely be talked about in the side of Aurora. So they're going to start building up that bank. If you're towards the side of ex-ENEIDA, eco around the AWP, let the AWP work the magic this round. The AWP is now going to say, guys, I want to peek towards middle, boost me. Guys, I want to peek half wall, boost me. Guys, I want to peek towards apps, walk up on the side. That's what the AWP's going to say to try work an opening frag, retrieve a rifle, and play around it. But now it just comes down to whether Aurora can have the wits about them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it does kind of feel quite rough for ex-ENEIDA. I'd say they've been in the driver's seat throughout the entirety of the map so far. So if they go on to lose Inferno, it would be kind of against the run of play, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. I would agree.
Be quite jarring. And, I mean, if Aurora are able to just eke out the win here, despite the fact that they've kind of been chasing the game throughout, that would be a huge boost for them, especially going into their map pick of Mirage next. And if Norwi's in the form that he is and Deko can continue to find his frags and hit some good shots, then Mirage is going to be a tough time for ex-ENEIDA.
Brackets control been taken from the side of Aurora. But again, pivotally, Soltovsky still has yet to fire an AWP shot, so I'm fairly confident that question mark is still going to be floating around. Maybe this is going to be the first time it's going to be shown a walk towards the lane position. Who's going to come out on top? Oh!
Okay, well, great opening kill coming through from Soltovsky. A lot more to do than just that, though. Aurora have the info that the AWP's towards A. They're probably still a little bit concerned that there could be a pistol stack over towards B, though, right? And they have narrowly missed out on the smoke. They don't have any further utility. Shouldn't prove to be much of a problem, though, as they continue to find the kills, although hold the phone. Wait, they want to try to go back to A from here. They've just kind of lost that luxury. Soltovsky's already rotating across as well. Nick, this round is over. There's no way for Aurora to make this one work.
Comes down to whether Polbandana can win this gunfight, and that's exactly what he does. And Bolshanok, is he even going to have his wits about him, or Soltovsky towards the site? No, he's not.
Lovely. Lovely work from Soltovsky in the round.
They just fumbled the ball towards B, right? They missed the coffin smoke, which made them delay a bit. They didn't have a CT smoke. They chose to flash instead. Team flashed together. The AWP was still stuck towards A at that time. They realized there was still 2 guys boosted. So, yes, there was a chance that they were still pistol stacking towards the bomb site. But if those nades, if that utility lands, molly towards the new box, molly towards Emo if you need, able to clear that out pretty convincingly. But all of a sudden, that was meant to be Aurora's 11th round on the board. And you're staring match points pretty much in the face. But now... Soltovsky, working the magic with the AWP, is able to wrestle things back, and he's going for his complimentary peek towards second middle without finding anything just yet.
Yeah, I love the way that he actually moves around the map as well after he shows his presence, and one player is completely shifting across towards the opposite side, staying one step ahead of his opponent. Buria is going to force the issue in towards Banana here. He takes down Lackey. Lackey's had a really tough time of it so far in Inferno, just 7 kills to his name. Double digits apiece. Nick, you mentioned there's a really good chance we could go the distance beyond regulation here in the series. Looking likely to even happen here on Inferno.
Yeah, and again, a good read coming out from ex-ENEIDA. Choosing to stack 3 people towards this B-bomb site, but it looks like they're just doing it for pressure. But now, you've only got 1 smoke left. No flashbangs. So whatever round you're winning, you're doing because deko walks in with an AWP and gets an entry frag, or you contact into an area and get a couple kills, where maybe they're looking to look back towards that A bomb site. The likelihood of ex-ENEIDA thinking that the AWP is the lurk or the solo player is pretty low. Maybe show the AWP, try work the timing towards the A rotations. That's going to be what the scores and the doors are going to be. Kenzie's got 2 flashes as well, so I swear he retrieved those from the floor.
Oh,
Now's the time to
ticking
put pressure
away.
B.
Are they going to try and go for the wraparound through CT here? It looks like the likely approach from the T side. Yeah, they're going through archers. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock right now. Budia in towards CT, finds a frag for free. And he's even got himself a second before he eventually goes down. He was always going to lose his life out. 13 seconds. There's no way for Aurora to get on the site and find the plant from here, right? Maybe they can. It's only kensizor left remaining, but the bomb carrier has been dropped. And deko's lost his life out as well. No money left in the bank of the T side either. And Aurora, well, things are starting to fall apart for them now, Nick. 11-10, they have to save. That should be ex-ENEIDA getting themselves up to map point.
Yeah, I mean, Aurora, it's just clocks us round. I see Lackey's having a tough time of it, but the main thing is, even though he's having a tough time, it's not like his deaths are proving a purpose, right? He's dying solo towards Banana with no chance of a trade, trying to push through a smoke play around it, but Buria was very much the wise in that situation. Just be nice if maybe a teammate was closer to Lackey, whether there was a lack of communication or something that the IGL said himself. We'll never know. But this looks like it's going to be match point written all over it for the side of ex-ENEIDA. Unless Baltranok and Norwi work the magic with the P250s.
Yeah, I don't have much faith, unfortunately. I'm more just wondering how many kills kensizor gets here. How many?
See anyone? Oh!
Too late.
Missed shot. Oh, but it's double long. They're going to run into this AWP and it's just going to be chowed up by that M4.
Lovely bait and switch.
Even Kenzie shoots Lackey. Oh, no. Yes, he did. Whoops.
He did. That's like mutiny, right? Lackey being the IGL. One of your riflers just doming you in the back of the head. Well,
what?
Okay, Deko.
My Glock
Double
doesn't
dink
work
with
like
the
that.
Glock there. Yeah. Alright, some FMJ bullets in there or something like that. Either way, 12-10. 2 opportunities here for ex-ENEIDA to finish off the job on their map pick. And they've got some residual cash as well, so even if they lose this round, it means that they'll be able to afford to buy in the next. Aurora have to do this on hard mode. Consecutive gun rounds is what's required from them to force us into overtime, Nick.
Yeah, and start of the round already, we're struggling with utility already. No smoke on the side of Baltranok to start with, and on Inferno, it's a map where you want to have a full belt either side. Deep banana control taken from the side of ex-ENEIDA. Going to choose to retake it. I love this combo. You're going to HE and flash with a similar lineup, able to take banana through that timing of that deep smoke. HE going to land at the feet of 3 other players. Buria putting on a clinic towards how to play banana. I think ex-ENEIDA are going to win this. It looks pretty solid. The damage they've done at the early round, the way they're able to shut Aurora out of this early map control, it looks like it's got ex-ENEIDA written all over it.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself though. Still a big fight to break out here towards Banana. HE Grenade's going to bring down Lackey even further. Soltovsky will finish off what he started. And that's going to actually prompt the wave of the attack to come through from Aurora. But they run into a second line of defense. So much damage has been done. Both Kenzie and Deko are low. That's why they're both reluctant to peek. They're like, mate, will you swing for me? I'm low. Brother, I'm also struggling here with health right now. Belchnok only play on the opposite side of the map, and it looks like he's calling for his teammate to rotate back and towards him.
And really strong crossfire. This many pits and sites situation means Belchanok is going to try work really hard, try to get this kill. Does he look below him? He does. He gets the first kill, and now it's the first player towards the first box in sight. There's no smoke towards the mini pit position just yet. kensizor stuck towards the side. He peeks out. He's able to get the first, but is he able to clean up the other 2 players? They're low HP. He peeks out. He gets the next. Now it's Kenzie left in a 1v3, scratching his head. Where's his teammates gone? First map looks like it's going ex-ENEIDA's way.
Has to, right? There's just no time left in the clock, unfortunately for Kenzie. Even though he'll get the jump onto kensizor, he will be the one feeling the pain. And that is going to be ex-ENEIDA coming away with the victory. It was their pick of Inferno. They were in control for most of the time. Got a bit shaky there at one point. I thought Aurora were going to pull ahead and get the victory, but ex-ENEIDA just able to knuckle down.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting the fact that they were able to get their map picked down, and now Mirage is the next map, right? Flip a coin, pick a side, and that's going to be the team that wins this next one.